well-known face of Mickey Duff then from London, leading in the also challenger, because it's for the vacant championship, John Mugabi, 26 from Uganda, and now boxing out of Tampa, Florida, but has in fact fought 3 times in London. So the return of the beast is how they're billing it.
This is the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the vacant WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing, in the red corner, fighting out of Detroit, Michigan, weighing 152 1/4 pounds, with a professional record of 28 wins, 1 defeat, with 20 KOs. He is ranked number 2 in the world by the WBC. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Duane Thomas. And in the blue corner, fighting out of Kampala, Uganda, and Tampa, Florida, weighing 153 1/2 pounds. His professional record consists of 26 wins, 1 defeat, with 26 KOs. He is rated number 1 in the world by the WBC. Here is John the Beast Mugabi.
Okay, Duane, John, you're going to box for 12 rounds. You know the rules of boxing. Avoid using any kinds of power. Don't throw any punches during the break. It's not 3 seconds, come out fighting.
So the billing is, here he is, the beast is back, John Mugabi. Remember, had that great fight with Marvin Hagler. He lost in the 11th round here at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. And Duane Thomas from the Kronk camp in Detroit, wearing their familiar gold trunk emblems. And Mugabi now 10 stone, 13 1/2. He came in at 11-3 against Hagler. And manager Londoner Mickey Duff says it's the best shape he's ever been in, and losing to Hagler in some respects has made him realise he can't walk in and knock everybody out quickly, although he's had 10 in the first. So don't blink. For the vacant championship then at 11 stone, WBC version, given up by Tommy Hearns. We call it light middle in Britain. Here it's called Super Welterweight WBC. Very similar records now, only 1 loss, although Mugabe's was to Marvin Hagler, and Thomas was on a bad cut against Buster Drayton, where he's known for his big punching, did not have Thomas over. And the referee from the Philippines is Carlos Badilla, now a resident in Las Vegas, and in fact, Mickey Duff objected to him at one point, blaming him for the Carlos Boza Edwards loss to Hector Camacho recently, but eventually gave in for the Nevada Commission. So midway then through the opening round, scheduled for 12. And a great turnout of champions here. Of course, Hearns is here to see his stablemate. Sugar Ray Lemon's in the audience, and so is Don Curry, ex-champion, of course. Well, he hasn't got that touch of arrogance in the opening round, Mugabi, that we've seen in some of his earlier fights. And as the manager was saying, maybe he's learned the lesson, because he really did, I thought, had a blinder with Marvin Hagler, but then who beats Marvin when he's at full fire? Good boxer, John Mugabi, silver medalist in the Moscow Olympics, lost to the Cuban, Aldama. Oh, good shot by Thomas. He just stumbled a bit there, I think, Mugabi, as that punch shot past his chin there. Training in Palm Springs, California. All well-drilled fighters, aren't they, that come out of the Kronk Gym in Detroit. They've got a conveyor belt up there. Oh, and a little stare at the end of the first round, touch of the needles. So well working up the sweat there, isn't he, Mugabi? To work hard before he came into the ring for round 2 then, and a good searching round, and looks as though Duane Thomas can box a bit. He's had 3 fights this year, but Mugabi hasn't fought since he lost to Hagler last March. Bit of a thinking fight early on. Mugabi's a real natural puncher, there's no question about that. Good to see Mugabi really with just a bit more patience. All right, he gave the nickname The Beast, which incidentally came from the London trainer George Francis. Oh, there it is, and that's a touch of the Beast in action. And he's got Duane Thomas in trouble. That's knocked a lot of the confidence out of him. He did the smart thing, Thomas, getting away, and now trying to punch his way out of trouble. And he could well walk into it. Oh, the left hook Richard right in Thomas's own corner there. Midway through the second. Oh, there's some winging hard punches coming in from both of them now. But if it comes to stand-up punching, I think Mugabi's definitely the bigger hitter. And Padillo warning him to keep punches up. Well, has he ridden the storm? It looks as though he has in the last minute of the second there, Thomas. We get a little bit of ring rust, and you often wonder whether a defeat against a tough man like Hagler will leave any marks, but certainly there's no sign of that yet in Mugabi. He's missing with a few punches there. He needs to find his range a bit. It's never the same in sparring with head guards on as it is the real thing. His head a bit high, Thomas, natural sort of an amateur-taught boxing style. He's one of the first ever to go into the Kronk Gym just as a kid. And, hello, fighting after the bell there. Mugabi didn't throw a punch there, it was just a push. And now the referee pulling them back and saying, cut this out. The armistice will only be lived for the next 60 seconds, I'm afraid. You don't often see that. A little bit of bad temper creeping in there.
Looking good. Staying on the inside.
So in replay then, look, there's the right hand coming in. Caught Thomas a bit high. And it's just as well that that one got away.
And pull my arm, pull my cup. Now after this round, we're going to start pressing him a little more forward and backing him up. He's swinging a lot, but you're not making him tired by pushing him. We're going to start pushing him now. Going to him to the inside. Giving him too much room for that same thing we talked about Iran Barkley. Give him too much swinging room to get caught on the coiling end. Tighten it up, push it to the inside.
Looking good, Duane. Hang it, babe.
Coming out for the third. And Thomas's camp saying there, you're looking good, Duane. Well, he certainly did after the bell had gone anyway. Heavy favourite, actually, Mugabi. About 4-1 on by the local odds players. Because very few fighters make a name for themselves getting knocked out, but this fellow did against Hagler. just jabbing him out the way now. Mugabi hasn't quite found his distance yet. Might take him a bit longer. Oh, and a good shot there. What a turn up. A left hook from Thomas, and he's in trouble. How's the referee going to deal with this? He's caught him in the face in the third round. This is an absolutely sensational end. The 4-1 underdog has just done cartwheels all over the ring, and it looks to me as though Mugabi's complaining that he's been struck in the eye. He didn't even go down. The doctors are in the ring. Manager Mickey Duff there has flown across the ring, and he can't understand what's happening. And he's saying the gesture is that he's caught a thumb in the eye. Of course, a controversy because Duff actually objected to the referee to start with, but for another reason other than to do with this fight. And as I say, it looks as though it is eye trouble. And there's Duane Thomas's lady. Manuel Stewart saying you're champion of the world, and the most unexpected way. I don't think I've seen a world championship fight end like that. Tommy Hearns then, the former champion, who says he's going to fight Dennis Andrews on February the 7th. So they are, look now, attending Mugabi in the corner there, and the doctor saying, let's have a look at the eye. But he should have gone down to take the count. That I don't understand. He need not necessarily have gotten up from it, but the referee had no option when he turned his back and was facing out of the ring. So another victory, isn't it, for the famous camp? Now, I don't know whether we'll actually see anything here. He's ducking away from the punch, and there's no real evidence there that it had been caught by a thumb. It really is the most incredible end I've ever seen. To turn away, in professional terms, a sort of surrender, and there he is, you see, guarding the eye, although at that point he wasn't sure which one. Now, have a look at replay now, see if we can get a closer view. As he ducks down there, yes, he caught him coming across with the punch. But it was an intended punch, it wasn't an extended thumb in any way. And then he belts him around the ribs there, Mugabi. So there's Duane Thomas Jr., all dressed for the occasion. He must have really fancied Dad's chances of having a win. What a cute-looking kid he is as well. What a great moment for this fella. And now the official verdict.
Referee Carlos Padilla stops the bout at 56 seconds of the third round. The winner and new WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Duane Thomas.
56 seconds of the third round. So after this controversy and indeed drama, let's get the full story from inside the ring from my colleague Tim Ryan.
Big guy right here. He's now champion of the world. Duane, first of all, did you know where that punch landed?
Yes, I did. I'm a shot puncher, as you've seen in the past. You know, I place my shots, but Mugabi, I know that he's a real high-energy type guy. And he did what I thought, that he would come out and start bombing at me right away. Cut my lip pretty good. He hit me with a good shot.
Where did your punch land that it ended the fight, in your view?
Well, it was a left hook right on the chin. My favorite shot. If I catch any fighter with that flush on the chin, they gotta go.
Well, I thought it actually landed in about the neck. However, it appears on the replay that it landed in the eye, and that's what he's saying, that he was poked or at least hit in the eye. Clearly wasn't deliberate. But John Mugabi is still being attended to. Yeah. Mickey, can we ask you, he's holding his left eye, obviously. He did get hit.
See out of his left eye at all, even now.
All right.
He's going straight to hospital. That was a blatant thumb, and if you could get a close-up, you would see that the eye, there's a swelling all the way around it, typical of when somebody has been thumbed. There's no two ways about it.
Well, we're looking at it right now.
There it is, look.
All right, now wait a minute, Mickey. You were saying it's a blatant thumb. In other words, that Thomas actually aimed that punch, hoping to catch him with a thumb?
I am not saying...
What do you mean?
No, I am not saying it was intentional. But the end product was, it was a blatant thumb. It was an obvious
Okay, not intentional. All right.
I'm not...
Okay, all right, let's see it again.
I was on the other side of the ring.
Here,
I can't tell
we're going to show it to you now,
whether it was
Mickey.
intentional or not.
Now, the point is that your fighter couldn't continue.
He's already been, by that time, he's already been thumbed. Forget that. He's already been thumbed by then.
All right, we're going to bring it back, show the other one. That second punch is the one that hit him in the neck, which is the one that I thought did the damage.
No. There's a thumb. That was a thumb. And look, he's pulled away. It's already happened.
That's right. Yeah. No question about that.
It's already happened.
But it was an accident. Now, there was no way he could continue, I gather. I mean, he turned away because he couldn't see.
He could have turned him round.
Well, but could he have continued?
The fight hasn't finished 3 rounds. He could have called it no contest.
All right. John, I know you must be very disappointed. Could you not see from the eye at all after you were hit?
I can see, I'm telling you.
Even now?
Even now.
All right.
So Mickey Duff and the